September 15th, 1928, President Hoover honored Thomas Edison with a Lifetime Achievement Award at a dinner tonight in Dearborn, Michigan. Charles Lindbergh, fresh on the heels of his historic non-stop transatlantic ocean flight, was married this morning to Anne Morrow, daughter of the U.S. ambassador. And the stock market rose almost 3 points in a heavy volume day in which over 7 million shares were traded. And that's the news.
This is the National Broadcasting Corporation, transmitting more hours every day than any other station in New York City. Now we're pleased to bring you the Chrysler Variety Hour. We'll kick off tonight's program with a little firecracker from Flatbush. Here's 9-year-old Kitty Kincaid.
Once upon a time, there were fish in the sea, birds in the sky, critters on the land. Then the people came. First there were a few, then the Pilgrim Fathers, then me and you. Good people, bad people, happy people, sad people, tuck you up in bed people, like your mom and dad people. Now you look around, there's people in the sea, people in the sky, people on the land. Everywhere you look, you are gonna see people like you and people like me. And now our sponsor, Walter P. Chrysler.
The business of America is business. And the Chrysler Corporation continues to serve as the industry leader in quality and engineering. In 3 days, I break ground on my newest monument, right here in the greatest city in the world, the tallest structure in the world, the Chrysler Building.
Being an American and living in the Empire State is something to be proud of. Reaching for the skies, city on the rise.
Everybody's got a car.
How come I don't got a car?
How can you afford one on a paycheck this damn size?
I'll paycheck this damn size.
Shorter hours, better pay. Workers gotta have some say.
That union man keeps coming round asking me to join. I'm chewing it over.
Last year's dress and a car that's always breaking down. What a mess, living much too far downtown.
I wanna have a bigger home, and my kids will need the finest school.
Rooms to roam,
Tennis court and heated pool.
Mister, can you spare a nickel for a bowl of soup, sir? For a cup of coffee, mister, can you spare a nickel?
Toting bags and opening doors. For a dime I'll carry yours. Saving all the tips I earned to put myself through school.
Be prepared, 'cause the enemy is everywhere. Never scared. When you need me, I'll be there.
Five-star general, that's what he thinks that he should be.
Scale the ranks of the U.S. military.
Mister, can you spare a nickel for a bowl of soup, sir?
Short hours, better
For
pay.
a
Workers gotta have some say.
cup
Larger houses, brighter screens, tennis courts, heated pools, higher flights, longer trips, lighter bags, bigger tips, louder bands, tougher tips, quicker scaling up the ranks. There are deals, lower rents, more homes, giant tents, cheaper pants, brighter shirts, bigger, fatter, lower worse, sweeter dreams, bigger heights, animal and civil rights, smarter troops, new recruits, cleaning grass, blacker boots, shorter, better, larger, finer, longer, bigger, higher, lighter, louder, quicker, tougher, fairer, lower, brighter,
September 16th, 1928, J.J. Raskob's 30th floor office in the new General Motors building.
Why won't he meet with me?
Mr. Durant's leaving for Dearborn this afternoon. He told his secretary he can fit you in 2 weeks.
Fit me in? I could be dead in 2 weeks. I don't get it, Helena. The guy hires me to run GM's research and development department, then he never has time to see me.
What's the rush, JJ? You're already the youngest executive in the company.
They don't appreciate me around here. I think it's because I'm too short.
You're not too short.
I mean, I don't see why men can't have higher-heeled shoes. Can we put that on the list?
High-heeled shoes for men.
I mean, look at all the stuff I've come up with, right? The first installment plan in the industry, dealer incentives. I still think we should have an electric toaster built into every car. Sales are way up. I mean, what do they want from my little life?
JJ, one day you'll be running your operation, I know it. And you'll appreciate your employees.
And they'll have a suggestion box on their desk.
And an electric toaster.
Yes, they will. You making fun of me?
Actually, I'm kind of hungry. Those karate classes burn a lot of energy. Ugh, look how dry my hands are.
Why are you still taking those classes?
You heard about the Madison Square Park mugger? Girl's got to be able to take care of herself. I get my green belt in 2 weeks.
Show me a move.
Let's get back to work. You've got 20 calls to return.
Yeah, terrific.
Is this William Durant's office?
Who are you?
I have a package for Mr. Durant.
In a job like mine, I am faced with walls, and I'm pushing paper Monday through Friday. Such a gray routine, taking endless calls, when the gates of heaven swung open wide. And the room seems filled with unearthly light, and the perfume of the first breath of spring. What a gift she has for a rose so white. I have never seen a lovelier thing. What a gift she has for a rose so white. I have never seen a lovelier thing. Actually, this is my office. I'm Vice President of Research and Development.
Sorry, I'm looking for the CEO.
Well, Mr. Durant's office is right down the hall. Let me escort you there.
JJ, your telephone calls.
Helena, they can wait. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
Did you hear that man? He amazes me. He is deaf, but he has 2 perfect ears. He has eyes, of course, but he cannot see, and his mind is driven so by ideas. By ideas. You are certainly a person with ideas. They come in a stream of dream upon dream, an orderless, borderless flow. And in case your inspiration disappears, I'll cancel the date, stay here with you late, where I'm happy to be, in a small pool of light, way into the night, just you and just me. And the candle burns right down to the end.
Down to the end, the very end.
And you say to me that I'm one heck of a friend.
One heck of a friend, one heck of a friend.
Then it hardly dare to look you in the eye, in case you might see these beautiful dreams, my wonderful dreams, in case you might see the fabulous dreams I'm dreaming
dream of you, you're dreaming of her.
I'm dreaming of you.
September 17th, 1928. Market fever continues to spread as more Americans pour money into the New York Stock Exchange than ever before.
Walter Chrysler's office, 100 Fifth Avenue.
2 days? 2 days is 2 days too late. I want the story in tomorrow's papers. Goodbye.
You're so cute when you yell, Uncle Wally.
Don't Uncle Wally me. So, what did Durant say?
I'm so tired. Jack Rockefeller threw a little dew in East Hampton last night, but it got so stodgy that after an hour,
Molly, I asked you a question.
John Astor and I decided to try a little soiree in Quogue, and let me tell you, Roxy Rockefeller can throw a party.
Molly!
It was such wonderful nonsense. I danced the Charleston all night long. We didn't make it back until sunrise. Do you think maybe I could be a vampire? Oh, and look at this. As a token of friendship, Jack gave me this fabulous Marcus ring, and Roxy said I could use his villa in the south of France anytime I like. What did you want to see me about, Uncle Wally?
I'm busy. Oh, yes, Mayor Walker. Your car. Yes, of course, Jimmy, it'll have a leather interior. You just make sure that I hear if anybody applies for a taller building than mine. Goodbye. So, what did Durant say when he opened my present?
He didn't appreciate it.
Good. I'm going to keep sending him gift-wrapped sales charts as long as we're on top. Oh, look at you. Ever since your mother died and Dell and I took you in, you've been flipping and flapping all around the town like a butterfly.
I'm having fun.
Fun is for children. You're 24, for Pete's sake. Most women are married your age.
How do you like my Marcus ring?
Oh, all these men you've been running around with. I want you to invest in one for the long term.
But you always taught me to diversify.
I want you to find a sensible young man and fall in love with him. Now that's an order.
Uncle Wally, I will never fall in love.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. Gotta run. Bonwit Teller closes in an hour.
Yes, you will.
September 18th, 1928. New York's Governor Roosevelt today called for the repeal of the 18th Amendment, which for the past 9 years has prohibited the sale of all alcoholic beverages in the United States. Roosevelt said prohibition is one of the biggest constitutional failures ever.
At the 21 Club, one of the city's thousands of illegal speakeasies, conversation turns to a familiar subject.
You hear that Woolworth stock is up to 36?
I'm thinking of selling and taking my profits.
You crazy? You should put it all into Zeppelins. One day, everybody will be flying around in them.
Let's see, Hilton had a strong fourth quarter.
Nah, it's overvalued.
JJ, what do you think of Hilton?
Give it a rest, will you?
What's eating you?
I remember we used to come in here to have a few laughs and talk to each other. So we can think about the stock market?
Yes.
Pete, what was the score of the Dodgers game last night?
I don't know.
I need to believe in something real. You know, bricks and mortar.
Stock market's real.
Bricks and mortar.
You're right. We should invest in construction companies.
No, wait a minute.
What?
I got an idea. I see men. I see thousands of jobs. I see welders and masoners, riveters too.
A building!
I see girls.
Girls?
I see millions of girls. I see typing and waving and smiling, beguiling young girls.
I got an idea, I got an idea, I got an idea, a brilliant idea.
He's got an idea, he's got an idea, he's got an idea, a brilliant idea!
September 19th, 1928. A young animator named Walt Disney today premiered a new cartoon featuring a rodent named Mickey Mouse. Witnesses of the Orpheum Theater reported a positive response.
Uptown, 405 Lexington Avenue. Walter Chrysler and his wife gather with a small crowd.
Everyone step aside. I'm delighted to drive the first shovel in the spot where the world's tallest building will soon stand.
In honor of this momentous occasion, my husband Walter is proud to announce a gift to the St. Augustine Children's Home in the amount of $10,000.
But Della, I said 1,000.
Don't make a scene.
Della.
Walter, these children need our help.
That's too much help.
End of discussion.
Oh, don't do that.
Now say you love me.
Ow! I love you, but why do you do that?
Just smile, Walter. September 30th, 1928. A novelty called television has gone on sale throughout the city, but sales are slow. Critics say it's too expensive and will never gain acceptance over radio.
General Motors Building, J.J. Raskob's office.
So, if we divide the $40 million into equal shares, which you could buy for $100 each, then we'd issue 400,000 shares, and anyone in New York could own a piece of this building.
JJ, you've been going over this for an hour, plus you came in 2 hours late. You really want to risk losing all this?
Losing what? Headaches and backaches? Hell no, I've always told you there's got to be something more out there for me. I mean, this is it.
General Motors pays you very well, and they pay me enough to take care of my mother.
I'm getting the feeling you don't think I can do this.
Listen, I think you can do it. I think you can do anything you set your mind to, but I'm being practical. You have no real estate experience at all. Someone's got to be practical around here.
Fine, be practical.
Where are you going?
Getting ready for the city council meeting tonight. They are going to appreciate that idea. I'll tell you that right now.
We can't just leave.
Cover for me.
November 1st, 1928, New York City Council Chambers, 250 Broadway. Mayor Jimmy Walker presides.
All right, boys, let's get on with it. I got to catch a train. Anything else on the agenda?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, J.J. Raskob. Excuse me. As you know, the Waldorf Astoria Hotel is relocating uptown from 34th Street.
Yeah, so what?
I propose we build the world's tallest building on that site.
I motion to adjourn.
Second! Wait a minute. I'm the vice president of General Motors. I demand to be heard. Now look, we need to show that New York isn't just about huge corporations. This building is something we can all be proud of.
My dear Mr. Raskob, people come here claiming some financial backing, bearing blueprints and a flawless resume. To even they, we have to say, no, we're awfully sorry, but no, not what we're looking for, no, young man, and furthermore, no, thank you very much, no, try to stay in touch, go, yes, the answer is no, so, any more to do, no, then with no more ado, home, gentlemen, time to blow, hey, what's he waiting for, say, show him to the door, no, 1,000 times no.
Going to the island for the weekend. Perfect place to fish and rest and play. It would be the perfect kind of weekend, but the wife has asked her mother down to stay. No! Can you see my face? No! You have lost the race. No! We have closed the case. No! Try to read my lips. No! Watch my fingertips. No! The signal is no! A headache which resists all medication. A temperature outside of 102. I've got this really ugly sensation. I want to murder someone, wonder who. No! You are canceled out. No! And without a doubt, no! Sometimes I love to shout, no! I love to sing it high! No! I love to sing it low. No! Beautiful no!
If you had one last brain cell firing, the signal that cell would send is clear. Tear up your plans and think about retiring, 'cause you haven't got a hope in hell around here. No! Once and for all, no! Let's ball.
No!
He's like a ball you can throw.
Yes! There ain't a prayer for you. Yes! There ain't a chance for you. Yes! No! The answer is no!
November 1st, 1928, Chrysler's office, 100 Fifth Avenue.
What do you think you're doing?
It's the black bottom, Uncle Wally. Everybody's doing it.
What am I going to do with you?
Don't you worry your cute white head about me.
What? Raskob? What's a Raskob? Taller than mine? Well, you turned him down. Very good. Imagine a sane person thinking he can outdo Walter Chrysler. Good work, Jimmy. Yeah. I want you to go to work.
Why would I do that?
I want you to work for J.J. Raskob.
November 2nd, 1928. A horrible volcanic eruption at Mount Etna today caused the destruction of the Italian town of Mascali. Fortunately, most residents survived due to proper preparation.
J.J. Raskob's 24th Street apartment.
JJ, I know you're in there.
Go away.
Open the door. You've had people waiting in your office. I tried putting a call through all morning. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Nothing. That's what I'm doing. I've made a lot of people a lot of money, and I can't get a damn word in with the city council. Damn the city council. Damn trying to do anything in this damn world.
It's just a small obstacle.
I thought you didn't want me to go through with this.
It's a big idea, JJ. Probably the biggest one you've ever had. I believe in you. If anyone can pull it off, you can. You just need to make it happen.
How?
Well, have you come up with a name?
The People's Tower of New York. Either that or the Empire State Building, I'm not sure which.
The People's Tower of New York. I like it. Get dressed.
I'm not going back to work.
Did you hear the word work come out of my mouth? We are going to the Ritz.
The Ritz? Isn't that a little, ritzy?
Pierre DuPont's throwing a little soiree. He was your boss for 6 years, and we are going to crash his bash.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ritz Hotel Grand Ballroom. The Guy Lombardo Orchestra entertains at a dinner party sponsored by the chemical industrial titan Pierre DuPont.
JJ, my boy, haven't seen you in a couple of years. How you been?
Mr. DuPont, actually I'm here because I had this idea for a building. It's a beacon of light.
Al Smith, come over here.
Don't say anything to Smith about losing the presidential election.
JJ Raskob, say hello to Al Smith.
Smith. Evening. It's an honor, Mr. Smith. Sorry about your loss to Herbert Hoover.
Hey, I'm a survivor, a street urchin from Brooklyn. You know anyone with a little work for an unemployed politician?
As a matter of fact, I've got something perfect for you. How does president sound?
You trying to be a wise guy?
President of the Empire State Building Corporation.
What did you say?
This city needs a landmark that is gonna show the way to the good old USA. It'll tell them we're the capital of razzmatazz and fun. To tell the world, here's where the business is done.
You don't say.
So what do you say?
What'd he say? What'd he say?
We'll show the world to the USA for razzmatazz and fun. For razzmatazz and fun, where the business is done.
Let's get down to dollars and cents. What about office? What about rent?
The offices will tell the world of prestige and finesse. A world-renowned address. Suites the average Joe may not be able to afford, but are sure to please your penny-pinching board. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot, with the city council, I ain't so hot.
This country needs a landmark that is gonna show the way. The true blue US way. Let us worry about the council. We know how the city is run. Here is where the business is done.
February 14th, 1929, 7 members of Bugsy Moran's North Side Gang were gunned down with over 150 bullets in what's now being called the Valentine's Day Massacre. Police suspect the notorious Al Capone.
The Palm Restaurant, 44th Street and 2nd Avenue. Walter Chrysler and Mayor Jimmy Walker eat appetizers.
What do you mean you've given Raskob your go-ahead?
You can't stop him, Walter. He's got $60 million in place. Shreve and Lamb have already drawn up the plans, and the Sterrett brothers are building it. Plus, Al Smith is the front man. Where the heck is the waitress around here?
Jimmy, we had an understanding.
Yeah, well, they came up with a better understanding. How about my Imperial Roadster? When do you think I might make a delivery?
Well, I've read you've been driving around in a $17,000 Duesenberg.
Well, I'm just testing it out for a while. Can I get some service around here?
Well, test this out. If Raskob's building is completed, then the career of Jimmy Walker is completed.
You know, there is a steel beam ordinance they want me to sign. Maybe I don't sign it.
Now that's the mayor I know.
You know, this place will never last.
Mister, can you spare a nickel for a bowl of soup, sir? For a cup of coffee, mister, can you spare a nickel?
September 29th, 1929. In a surprising move, Mayor Jimmy Walker signed an important steel beam ordinance today, which will greatly assist the developers of the Empire State Building. At 50 Madison Avenue, J.J. Raskob works night and day overseeing the operations.
JJ, you have a visitor?
So, you're J.J. Raskob, huh?
Walter Chrysler. To what do I owe the honor?
Oh, I always like to size up my competition before I size them down.
It's quite a belly you've got. You're a good eater, Walt?
You may think of yourself as smart to have stepped into the dangerous waters of real estate, Mr. Raskob, but take it from me. You're in quite over your head.
Well, maybe you haven't noticed, but the Empire State Building will be 80 stories high. The Chrysler Building is almost finished, and it's only 75. You know that steel beam ordinance? Only cost me a trip to Florida for the mayor and a mistress of his choosing.
Well, let me give you some advice from a man who's been in the business world a little longer than you. There are 3 basic rules. Build it better, build it cheaper, but don't build it taller than the Chrysler Building.
Well, you can have 100 rules, Chrysler, but you're not going to have the tallest building. I feel bad having to tell you that.
Oh, you don't know what feeling bad is.
Excuse me. I'm here for the runner's position you advertised for in the paper.
Hello again.
That ad hasn't run yet.
Yes, I know. So what about it?
Well, I think the two of you should be properly introduced. Molly DeSoto, this is my secretary.
Helena Green.
Hi there, Toots.
So, why exactly do you want to work here?
Like I said, I want to be your runner. I'm ready, I'm set, and I'll go.
I have a place for you to go.
Actually, I'm always running from one place to another, and if it's just before closing, I can run from Tiffany's to Bonwit Teller in under 6 minutes.
Wow. I think she's wonderful, don't you, Miss Green? Miss Green? She has enthusiasm and a willingness to learn.
Yeah, I bet she's real willing.
All right, I gotta go get ready for my interview with the New York Times.
Look, I don't know what your game is, Toots, but I will not have you hurting JJ or what we're doing here.
Of course he won't.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're in love with him, aren't you?
JJ Raskob happens to be my employer.
And nothing else?
Unfortunately.
I'd say luckily.
You keep your pretty little nose out of my business.
Whatever you say. Whatever does she see in him?
Whatever does he see in her?
Her chances inches are so very slim.
His heart is all a swim.
Her eyes must be a blur.
So lovely, with a brain so plain.
For him, why would a woman purr?
It's got to be a whim.
What can she see in him?
What could he see in her?
What she sees, she clearly sees.
What he can't is tantalizing.
Oh, love, love, sweet mysteries.
It's amazing.
Surprising.
Love has many twists and turns, unexpected, unexplained. One always asks but never learns.
To cap it off, he's poor,
Completely feather-brained.
there is no telling why or how.
Who knows what makes two hearts concur? The age-old question is, what does she see in him? What does he see in her? Why don't you run this over to the Riveters Union?
Brooklyn?
Have a nice trip.
Excuse me. I'm looking for J.J. Raskob. I've got 69 miles of 8-inch coming in on the 704, and I'll need a place to put everything.
Mr. Raskob, we'll be right back.
You have the erection apparatus?
Check erection apparatus.
Ball bearings.
Check ball bearings.
Lug nuts?
Lug nuts arrive at noon.
Excellent.
Maybe I can help you. I'm JJ's secretary.
Sure, we're all set to get started here. We'll use the trailer next door to the building and need 24-hour access to the site. We'll use 4 freight mechanisms and everything you'll need for your shafts. Indicators will be in by Wednesday, so we'll need a suitable storage space.
Excuse me, are you with the demolition company?
Demolition company, no. But I do have a new traction motor operated system that'll be perfectly suited for this building.
You do?
It's the hottest thing in the field.
Oh, you're the heating man.
No, I'm not the heating man.
Then you must be with the steel company in Pittsburgh?
No.
Who are you?
The name is Otis, and I do only one thing. I'm a lift man. I'm the man for you. I'm a lift man. That is what I do for speed and comfort. There's nowhere else to turn. Safety is my #1 concern.
He's a lift man. Safety is his #1 concern.
I'm a lift man. I'm a shining star. I perfected the elevator car. You'll be smiling behind my sliding doors, 'cause you won't get stuck between the floors.
He's a lift man, and you won't get stuck between the floors.
Step inside, what a ride. I can whisk you up or gently take you down again. You'll glide, satisfied. On your floor a bell will ring. I'm a lift man since I was a boy. Elevators have been my pride and joy. My vocation has been my special gift. Installation will be skilled and swift.
He's a lift man. Installation will be trouble-free and swift.
I'm the man when you are looking for a lift.
September 2nd, 1929, the New York Stock Exchange Index rose again on record volume, as it seems nothing can arrest the upward surge in stock prices. A long list of issues surged to new highs.
Walter Chrysler's penthouse dining room, Central Park South.
They're ruined. My spire will dwarf them.
I don't care about your spire, Walter. The St. Augustine Children's Home is having a big fundraiser on Tuesday.
Give him $100.
You know how much it costs to put on a fundraiser? I know you meant 1,000.
No. I know the difference between 100 and 1,000.
100,000! Very good, Walter.
Della! Sweetheart, why don't we go out for a little constitutional?
What, and leave your empire?
Indulge me, darling.
Well, I suppose a nighttime walk might be nice.
Remember when we used to go for those romantic strolls in the park?
No.
Well, don't tell me you've forgotten all about our evenings spent lakeside in Michigan.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Lower the beam, man. Here on the track, man.
More to the left, more to the right.
Walter,
Give me some slack, man.
You've taken me to your
hear that
construction
great
site.
Now
How
that was
romantic.
all day.
59 floors and counting, and they have no idea about my spire.
I'll bite. What about your spire?
Well, I've had my architect, Bill Van Allen, secretly design a brilliant column that will make my building 5 stories higher than the Empire State.
You must be very proud, Walter.
I've worked my fingers to the bone, Della, for 35 years, and I'm entitled to a little pride. It looks like I'm the winner. The bells will chime, the winner. It's no surprise, I'll take the prize, the winner of the game. Invited to a dinner for the winner. A mighty ball in City Hall in honor of my name. I hate to be the loser. The loser. A third rate, what's a hooser?
A snoozer?
A loser.
You'll be
A saint
or sinner.
But I will be the winner. I must be first, or I will burst. The winner I must be. Number one, or I'll be none. The winner clear and free.
JJ, why are you so obsessed with his building? Why can't we just go out and have some fun?
We can have fun in a year and a half when my building is finished. This is more important than fun.
It'll be 1,050 feet, proclaiming Chrysler as the greatest name in the business world.
It'll be 1,050 feet proclaiming New York is the greatest city in the world.
You see, we are New Yorkers, New Yorkers, New Yorkers. Not egocentric talkers, not squawkers, New Yorkers.
It looks like I'm the winner. The bells will chime, the winner.
The little guy can touch the sky.
I must be first, or I will burst.
Number one, or I'll be none. The winner, clear and free.
Buy 1,000 Anaconda Copper!
Buy 400 General Electric!
U.S. Steel 5,000 times.
2,000 shares of Tiffany's.
Buy Chrysler!
Buy 800 Montgomery Ward.
Give me 500 shares of American Can.
Buy!
Sell 1,000 Anaconda Copper!
Sell 400 General Electric!
U.S. Steel sell 5,000.
Sell 2,000 Tiffany's.
Sell Chrysler!
Sell 800 Montgomery Ward.
Dump 500 shares of American Can.
Sell!
October 22nd, 1929. The stock market today had one of its worst days, losing over $4 billion on paper in some heavy late afternoon selling, bringing back memories of the panic of 1907. Still, the selling was orderly, and investment experts agree there is no cause for alarm. As economists debate whether the boom times could be coming to an end, President Hoover today signed an economic stimulus bill.
And in sports, the Dodgers and the Yankees both won. The Babe knocked 2 homers out of the park to put the Yankees on top for good.
Nighttime descends on the corner of 23rd Street and 5th Avenue.
Hey, Officer Murphy, can you spare a nickel for a bowl of...
Joe, why don't you go work down in 6th Avenue there?
That's Lanigan's beat. So what do you say? I'm hungry.
All right. Here's a couple of cents for you.
Evening, officer.
Oh, careful with your purse now, miss. The Madison Avenue Park mugger's been running around here.
I only carry around small change, 10s and 20s.
Evening, ma'am. Gee, what a swell-looking dame, but a dame costs so much, and a touch costs so much in Manhattan.
Who can afford such luxury? Not the likes of you, not the likes of me.
I work to feed my family.
We work to feed our family. We work to feed the family.
You remember the beach and the sun and the games
And the fun and the dames.
oh, those beautiful days.
We got these skyscrapers scraping the skies, but we've also got crime on the rise in Manhattan.
Who knows where all this money goes? Got a house full of kids growing out of their clothes. I work to feed my family.
We work to feed our family. We work to feed the family.
It's a day-to-day fight just to bring up the kids and to bring them up right.
And to send them to school and to keep them off the streets at night.
I could use a new pair of shoes.
Two full-time jobs are better than one,
And one job is better than none in Manhattan.
Some people work for themselves.
And their life is their work, and their work is their life.
Not me. I work to feed my family.
we work to feed our family.
We work to feed the family.
I break up and barely awake.
Though the money I make doesn't make me a stake in my own education.
In the land of our fathers.
See, my back's kinda sore and my take home is poor.
What I sweat for and earn keeps the wolf from the door.
We work to feed, we work to feed, we work to feed the family.
October 24th, 1929. Curious onlookers have been gathering at 5th Avenue and 34th Street, where construction begins in 1 week on the world's tallest building.
The Empire State Building Construction Office, 50 Madison Avenue.
Another date?
Yes, sir, another date.
Who are you going out with tonight?
Jimmy Worthington,
Who's that?
a friend of Molly's.
Have fun.
JJ, you don't even care that I'm going out on dates with all these men.
Of course I care. So if it makes you happy, then I'm happy.
You've never thought about asking me out on a date?
Well, that's a tough question. Yes, I have thought about it. Because we do have a great time together. At work, there's no denying that. I mean, we're always laughing about something. But we have known each other a long time. 4 years already, and then things have gotten comfortable. I mean, I've seen you in karate clothes and putting lotion on. Besides, I've got a rule never to date my secretary. It could lead to all sorts of complications. I need to focus on my work.
Well, I'm glad I don't complicate your life.
October 25th, 1929. Walter Chrysler's office.
What do you mean you quit?
I'm off your payroll, Uncle Wally. I'm not spying for you anymore.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm tired of you always asking about the Empire State Building. You can just get your information from someone else. Besides, I've got better things to do.
What? A party in Atlantic City?
I've discovered the importance of elevators.
What's come over you?
Otis.
Otis. What's an Otis? Oh, the elevator repairman?
One day his name's gonna be on every elevator in the country.
Oh, please.
I've had enough affairs for several lives, enough suspicious stares from angry wives, enough of secret hideaways uptown. Enough's enough, high time I settle down. I've been the town around, in Palace and Dive, and I found the man for me. wears when you're taken out for supper at Pierre's. Who needs a Marcus ring? Who needs a blessed thing? I'm for the first time in love. Voice has a lovely sound, a face to please the eye. I found the man for me. Hearts at the lost and found. I'm lucky to be alive. I found the man for me.
I need a martini.
October 26th, 1929, 9 a.m., Empire State Building Construction Office, 50 Madison Avenue.
Yeah, I don't care if the structural steel's not done. We're making the announcement. Just send one of your damn reporters.
Good morning, JJ.
You're a half hour late. Where have you been?
Just walking around. It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, Helena, if you're going to be irresponsible, do it on your own time.
Pardon me?
I'm holding a press conference in 3 days. I need you to make these calls.
Yes, Mr. Raskob.
Now, here's a list of people I need you to contact. J.J. Raskob.
Thought you could outsmart Walter Chrysler?
Hello, Walter.
I wouldn't be smiling if I were you.
But it's a lovely day to build the world's tallest skyscraper.
Now listen to me, you smug little rodent. I know all about your plan to go 30 feet taller than me.
How'd you know that?
Your calculations have neglected one very important thing. Walter Chrysler doesn't like to lose.
Yeah, but your building's done. I already know how tall it is.
Wrong! You're wrong! How does it feel to be wrong?
Well, how can I be wrong?
I've got a spire and you don't.
How tall will it be?
As tall as I want it to be. So long, Raskob. Maybe one day you can work in my mailroom.
Helena, start making the calls!
So I'm inviting people to hear an announcement and you don't know what you're announcing?
Don't worry about what I'll announce. I'm breaking ground in 2 days, and I'm asking you to make some phone calls. Is that such a difficult thing to do?
What's happened to you, JJ? I thought you were behind this building because you cared about the city and what it stands for. The only thing you care about is you.
Fine, Molly will make the calls.
October 27, 1929, New York Supreme Court Judge Joe Crater is missing. Yesterday, the judge went out for a walk and never came home. Police are investigating.
Otis's Elevator Workshop, 12th Avenue and 49th Street. Molly arrives in a very sexy dress.
Hoist her up, boys.
That's a beautiful elevator, Otis.
The 3000's my pride and joy. All right, boys, let's change out the cables. I want to see how they handled the stress. Can I help you with something, Polly?
It's Molly.
Oh, yes, Molly. I want to remember that. Molly.
Otis, this is for you. It's chocolate cheesecake.
Sorry, can't accept that. Hey, Whitey, remind me to order another sheet of hard steel.
But I baked it myself with my own 2 hands and the rest of my body.
I don't eat sweets. We'll see you later, Molly. Hey, boys, let's run that test one more time.
See you later. October 28th, 1929. The Empire State Building breaks ground tomorrow. Construction is expected to take only 18 months, which would be a record for any skyscraper.
Walter Chrysler's penthouse dining room, Central Park South.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing.
Walter, eat your steak. No Amos and Andy for you tonight. Oh, Walter!
They're about to break ground, and they're already finished.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna have the tallest building.
Oh, I don't want to hear it. Not another word about your building.
What else is there to talk about?
How about Molly?
Oh.
What? Oh.
She's in love with an elevator man.
Oh, you were once a locomotive man. Seems like so long ago.
I'm still your locomotive man.
Oh, look at me. I've gotten old, Walter. I droop.
Well, I'm looking, and baby, you shine. You are 21 to me, the blue-eyed girl I curl and cuddle.
Not the girl I used to be. Wrinkles creep up, so subtle.
Love has many twists and turns.
Unexpected, unexplained.
One always asks but never learns.
You've always been so true.
Our love was preordained.
There is no telling why. Oh, you are the perfect company.
When in your warm embrace, there is no time or space. You're 21
Flash, this special news bulletin. Police have just caught the elusive Madison Square mugger. They give credit for his capture to Miss Helena Green of Brooklyn. NBC now takes you live to police headquarters where a press briefing is in progress. Come in, Brooklyn.
Boys, one at a time.
Miss Green, Miss Green!
Miss Green, how did you know it was him?
Well, my first clue was when he grabbed my purse and started running.
Well, how did you stop him?
Well, before he could get very far, I ran up from behind and tripped him. Then I assumed the Uchi Hajiji Dachi. Yeah.
Could you spell that?
Well, look it up. Then he stood and he just stared at me and started laughing.
Well, what did you do?
I applied a Mawashi Zuki. Ha! Yeah, that got his attention. Then I gave him a Hiji Uchi. Ho! Yeah, followed by the deadly Kakatoko Owahi. Yeah! Does anybody have any lotion? My hands get so dry.
Miss Green, I'd like to get a shot for the Daily News. Would you mind doing the hoochie coochie?
Oh, you mean the Hiji Uchi? Sure. Yeah!
How about the other one?
Oh, the Mawashi Zuki. That's my personal favorite.
She's beautiful.
Miss Green?
Oh, take a number. So once I realized he was unconscious, I just started...
I'm starting a talent agency. I'm gonna make you a star. The name's Morris. William Morris.
What do you got in mind, Billy boy?
Miss Green,
what are you gonna do? What's your plans?
I'm kicking off my old shoes. I'm stepping off the old veranda. Old neighborhood, old news. Goodbye, old bystander.
Did I get a profile?
I'm in the big parade now, right where I dreamed I would be one day. New friends to be made now. Hello, you must be going my way. Boys,
Yes.
I seem to be looking at a brand new me, looking at a brand new me. In every window I pass, in every looking glass, there's me, loving everything I see, looking at a brand new me, looking at a brand new me. I see a face
brand new me. Looking at a brand new, looking at a brand new me.
Well, folks, mark the date. October 29th, 1929. The Empire State Building begins its journey toward becoming the world's tallest building. We've added a spire, a tower that will add 200 feet, making the Empire State Building a total of 102 stories, which will dwarf the Chrysler Building.
Stock prices collapsed today in the most disastrous trading day in the stock market's history. $14 billion in value was completely wiped out from the New York Exchange.
There was an overwhelming and pathological desire to sell stocks at any price. Entire portfolios were wiped out. At least 2 people are known to have plunged to their deaths from office towers across town.
Hysteria swept the country as stocks were sold for whatever price they could fetch on the open market. General Electric lost 48 points. U.S. Steel down 18. Westinghouse dropped 34 points.
The world's gone mad. The whole damn world's gone mad. I've lost all the money that I thought I had.
This is the cruelest joke. It's all gone up in smoke. Everybody had so much, now everybody's broke.
Life was so sunny, now I've lost my money and my honey. My honey loved my money.
A war, I wish it were a war. I might have lost my life in it, but I would not be poor.
Give me an earthquake, a plague or tornado. Give me anything, but not this fiasco. A penny, sir, please, sir, I'm starving, sir. I'm dying, sir.
Get off the street, you bum. On top of all this other crap, we have to deal with scum.
As rats run the cities, locusts strip the trees. You can take anything, but not my moolah, please. And brother, kill brother, blood freely flow. Mayhem, catastrophe.
Hey Joe, so how have you been? What's the word at the Union Hall?
The place is mobbed and the story's the same. There is no work at all.
Excuse me, guys, is this the line for the milk or the bread?
Not milk, not bread, but there's some kind of vegetable soup up ahead.
Sweet apples, 1 for a nickel and 3 for a dime.
Those apples sure look sweet, but you're wasting your time.
Sweet apples, 1 for a nickel and 3 for a dime.
Those apples sure look sweet, good to eat, but you're wasting your time.
Could you get me some soup, sir?
This just into NBC News. Investors have withdrawn the $40 million financing for the Empire State Building. Looks like the tallest skyscraper in New York will be the Chrysler Building. Please, lady, right to the top. Gotta keep my children alive.
This ain't enough for a flea, let alone for a household of 5.
I'm sorry, boys, that's the best I can do. Could you move it along?
but up there's a guy doesn't look very strong.
Sweet apples, 1 for a nickel and 3 for a dime.
Apples sure look sweet, but you're wasting your time.
Sweet apples, 1 for a nickel and 3 for a dime.
Those apples sure look sweet, good to eat, but you're wasting your time. We work to feed the family. We have to feed the family.
January 27th, 1930. President Hoover today denied that the United States is in a depression, though he did appeal to Congress to pass a $2 billion emergency aid package.
Walter and Della Chrysler's bedroom, Central Park, South.
Walter, don't be so smug. There's not enough food to go around.
So what do you want me to do about
I
it?
want you to give to the Salvation Army. They're helping, but they need more money.
Everybody needs more money. I don't mind giving to charity, but haven't we given enough of our money away?
People are drowning.
They should have learned how to swim.
Go to sleep, Walter.
But I just might not give another penny to the Salvation Army or anyone. What do you think of that, Della? Oh, all right then. I'm telling you, Della, we've given all our money away. Am I the only one who works for his money? I mean, people can fend for themselves. Della, what was that? Della, did you hear that? Della, wake up. Who the hell are you?
When all the limestone has been mined, when all the steel has been refined, when all the oil has been oiled well, and all the forest have been felled, when rivers brown like sewers beneath a hot and burning sun, and when the air is thin and gray, that's when the earth will float away. When all the countryside is gone, and there's no land to build upon, nowhere else to colonize, and no one else to civilize, when drinking water is not sweet, when all the food's unfit to eat, on that bright and glorious day, the earth will float away. The dark is black as anthracite. The world will float into the night, where once it sparkled blue and green. It will revolve unheard, unseen. When all is taken from this star, then life will be a sad memoir. So wake up and use your head, because the earth will soon be.
It will be dead. The earth will soon be dead.
January 17th, 1930. America's unemployment rate has risen to 20%, and the Hoover administration is being increasingly blamed. The stock market has lost on paper over $20 billion, and 4,000 banks have closed their doors.
Otis Elevator Manufacturing Plant, 12th Avenue and 49th Street.
Hello, Otis.
Wow, I like your outfit.
I had it made especially for you.
It looks like one of my elevators.
It's a replica of the 3000, the finest model ever made. The first flatware traction hoisting system, and it renders the clanking chain system obsolete.
Wow.
And look, the door's even open.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead, try the buttons.
Boy, oh, boy.
How does it feel?
Wait, let me adjust your assembly. There you go.
So, what are you going to do now that the building plans have been canceled?
I don't know. It's been pretty slow out there.
I'm free. Otis, do you not find me attractive?
I just don't know women like I know elevators, Molly.
You have to start somewhere.
You know, I've never kissed a 3000 before.
Going up.
February 15th, 1930, New York Supreme Court Judge Joe Crater is still missing. Unemployment has risen to 22% of the population.
Central Park, 9 p.m.
Hey, buddy, like a magazine?
No, thanks. Say, what's that one?
The Outlook. Get a load of the dish on the cover.
Helena Green, New York sweetheart.
Only a dime.
Here you go.
Cheer up, pal. Things will get better.
I could kill myself. What's wrong with my perfect eyes? I could not see. There were sunny days and stormy days, but always lucky for me days with laughs to share and hell to raise when I had you. That I had a heart I never knew. Yet here it is, it's broken too. When such good times were me and you, when I had you. I'd go unlatch the door, search to find a letter from you, more, not more. A card at least, some news to share, something that will tell me you're still there. A slender chance, I'm so mad. I'm face to face with me in love, a lonesome fella dreaming of when I had you. When I had you in my
Raskob, there you are. I've been looking all over the city for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt. Gloat.
No, you've got me wrong, JJ. I spoke to the boys over at National Guarantee Trust, and they're going to step in and underwrite your construction loans. $27 million. I want to help you.
So what's the catch?
We need you. The city needs your spirit and determination, especially now. You're going to put a lot of people to work who need jobs. I can live in your shadow. You ever even insinuate I said that, and I'm going to deny it.
Sorry, Walt. No deal.
How can you turn me down?
No, you always wanted it. You can have it.
Hey, isn't that your secretary in the cover of the Outlook?
Yeah, she's gone.
She's gone? Well, get her back, Raskob. Where, are you a man, or are you the man who's going to build the Empire State Building?
The second one.
Yeah, well then close the deal.
St. Augustine Children's Home Fundraiser. Helena Green is our keynote speaker.
Thank you, Mrs. Chrysler, for asking me to speak here tonight. 6 months ago, the St. Augustine's Children's Home had a dream to raise $150,000 to assist children's programs statewide. As of this morning, due to economic conditions, the total stood at only $42,000. However, thanks to the generosity of Walter Chrysler, who today made a donation of $125,000, we will achieve our dream. As you know, we are living in difficult times. People are starving on the streets.
Helena?
Tough decisions must be made. We have to stand up and do the right thing.
Helena, please.
JJ, go away.
You're the only thing that matters today.
Now more than ever, we must allow ourselves to be governed by caring, compassion, and forgiveness.
I got you something. So, they say it's for your hands.
Get over here. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. JJ, you can't do this. Walk in here and give me lotion and think everything's going to be okay? This is my moment. My moment. It's not about JJ Raskob anymore.
I'm so sorry.
You don't even know what you're sorry for.
For never telling you how much I appreciate you. How much I love you. Sorry I was such a stupid jerk.
Keep going.
I'd do anything to be with you again. I want to have a family with you.
Was that a proposal?
Yeah.
Because if it was pretty...
Oh, no, of course. That wasn't a proposal. If I proposed to you, there would be white lions and moonlight and 1,000 roses, you know.
JJ, simple and from the heart. That's how I want it.
Helena Green, will you marry me?
I'll think about it.
Just say yes, dear.
There were sunny days
and stormy days, but always lucky, warmy days, and laughs to share,
and kids to raise when I
in my
On May 1st of 1931, Al Smith cut the yellow ribbon and declared the Empire State Building open for business. It only took 18 months to complete.
An average of 3,400 men worked 7 days a week, riveting and hoisting, placing steel and marble and aluminum all over the giant structure.
14 brave workmen lost their lives during those 18 months.
Each year, more than 2.5 million people from all over the world visit the 86th floor observation deck.
The Chrysler Corporation continues to serve as the industry leader in quality and engineering.
Walter.
73 Otis elevators currently operate at speeds up to 1,200 feet per minute.
A brand new Otis elevator is erected every 2 hours.
Helena and JJ Raskob were married and had 13 children. And Helena founded the Archmere Academy for Boys and Girls in Claymont, Delaware.
With the Empire State Building, the people of New York created a legacy that would honor the human spirit through the millennium and beyond.